One of the things that I'm going to be referring to today, and that is Michael's 10 cardinal rules on how to run a construction company. These are just basic common sense principles that are all too often overlooked or ignored by people in this business. Let me give you a couple examples. Now I know this doesn't apply to anybody in this room, and I know it's very elementary, but let me throw this one out. You shall return all your phone calls the same day. Now I know you all do that, isn't that right? Second one is, here's another one. You shall get written quotes on all items that exceed $300 on your estimate sheet. You do that, and your financial problems as far as your job costs coming in at or very close to what you estimate, those problems will go away, and you'll find that you will consistently estimate your jobs within 1% of what they actually cost you to do. It's a very simple procedure, but it works very well. Anything that goes over $300 has to be in writing when it goes in with a contract. Very simple procedure. There's a bunch of other things, and we'll cover a lot of these as we go along today. Number 4, you shall keep your ego in your pocket. We'll talk about that during our sales, a little talk on sales between about 11:30 and about 1:30 this afternoon. Continue your education on a daily basis. Take a fixed salary from your business each month. All of these things add up to being success in this business. Now you ask, what is being a success in this business? I have a slide that I will show you a little later that will give you some financial guidelines on what I consider a success in the construction business to be. So you'll see that as we go along. Justifying your markup, not from the standpoint of when the customer says, your price is too high, you know, you have to stand there and explain it. No, that's not what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the things that you can think, say, and do so that when you present your price to your customer, they say, yeah, that makes sense. Let's move ahead with the job. And that's what we're all after. By the way, has anybody here ever had a customer tell you your price is too high? Anybody at all? Just 2 of you? Well, you 2 guys don't worry about it. The rest of these folks will lie about other things too, okay? All right? Every one of you have had that, and you know it, and so do I, okay? Let me ask you this question. If I could show you a way today that would guarantee you will never hear your price is too high again from a customer, would anybody be willing to pay just a little bit extra for this class for that? Anybody at all? Ah, just about everybody raised their hands. Well, it's part of the class. There's no extra charge. But we will get to that probably right after lunch today, and I'll show you a way that if you'll use it, you'll never hear your price is too high again. I've not heard that your price is too high in sales situations in over 15 years. I'll have this question for you. Who would like to take a shot at the first part of the question? The gentleman in the back of the room with the red shirt. Here we go. Volume goes up, overhead expenses go. Oh, I forgot to tell you some other rules. If I ask you a question and you give me the right answer, but it's the wrong question for that answer, then we're going to move on to someone else. I don't want anybody getting upset or angry at me. Just understand that you're not giving me the right answer I want for that question. Okay? So I'll show you how that works right now. Next. Over here. They go up. Let's see if you're right. Okay? They do. All right? Now, here's the second part of the question, Gerard. You're going to be ready for that one? Now, don't blurt out the answers. Let him answer. Okay? Volume goes up. Overhead percent goes up. Okay. In the back? Down. Goes down. Let's see if you're right. Ha! You're right. Good. Here's your book. Okay. Gene, can you make sure he gets that back there? Just pass it on back to him. Good. Let me show you why these two statements are true, and as I said earlier, this is probably one of the most misunderstood concepts in construction today. A good proportion of your time in running a construction company is half of your time devoted to sales and marketing, the other half is devoted to running your business. And I'm not talking about working on jobs, I'm talking about running the business. It's a good proportion. If you do those two, you don't have time to work with tools. So if you pick a tool up, you're shorting yourself somewhere else. In most cases, it's shorting the marketing and sales end of things. Okay? That's why you hear contractors say, oh, we're coming into the slow part of the year. Shouldn't have a slow part of the year.